Hello folks, this is the new early access version of Snowtopia, a tycoon game where you get to build a ski resort and watch hundreds of people fall flat on their face while you sit on your golden throne and throw back your head and laugh. Laugh like the king of all snow. You bastard. So welcome to my beautiful Snowtopia resort, here at the Guest House Paradiso of the Slopes. This game is by TeaForTwo, and thanks to the publisher Goblin Studio for giving me an early key to make this video. We have played this before on the channel, but that was a very early version. This is the proper Steam Early Access version. So let's get building. Everything here starts with a builder's lodge. This will just pop up over here. We can assign some volunteers to it, and they will help us build anything else that we want to build. Let's build a ski lift. So we'll go straight to the two-person one, and we're not at home to Mr. Q's at our resort. Although, as you'll see later, we are. We're going to get queues for days. Right, so let's place a ski lift here. Oh, maybe not there. There. And let's take it somewhere into the hills. I'm taking it over here because it's a nice flattish area. Like a good place for us to get going to start with. Oh, here we go. Let's see. That's too long. That isn't, though. That's fine. So early on, before we've done lots of all this research tree, we are restrained. We can't go steep and we can't go far. Anyway, let's paint out a skiing thing. And what I want to do, this first one is going to be a green slope, because there's green, blue, red and black, as is in real life, although I know bugger all about skiing, really. And so I'm going to try to keep this slope to the same colour throughout, which is going to be green, I think. White is nothing at all, so I want to be careful not to do it too much white. I'll do that. Round here. Yeah, there's not much slope here at all. You can see by the relief that's the contours that have sprung to life. I'll make it a bit more interesting. Let's make it a bit twirly. And we have our first slope. Perfect. Meanwhile, the chairlift is still being constructed. We do need to turn up the speed in this game, because if you stay on the lowest speed, you'll get nowhere fast. And I should also point out there's no money in this game. In theory, you can build whatever the hell you want and as much of it as you want, but instead you're restrained by the number of volunteers you have in the resort. If you just chuck stuff up willy-nilly, you won't have enough people to operate any of it, so you have to build carefully. Anyway, the chairlift needs some volunteers, so that's another 2. Generally, I'll always assign 2. Oh, hello, skiers have arrived already. Let's slow things down a little bit. But yes, we've only got 3 more volunteers at the moment, but they'll come over time, that's fine. So you can see there's already a queue. People already love our resort. The colours that the skiers wear are the difficulty of the slope that they prefer the most. So green lads are the ones that are going to enjoy this slope the most, because it'll offer the right level of challenge. Let's see someone arrive at our glorious place. Oh, that's the ski lift. Let's slow it down a bit more. Oh god, it really is quite slow. You can speed these up later on. Anyway, let's watch them. Let's watch them go down my incredibly challenging slope. Speed it up a little bit. Oh, okay. Let's hope they don't fall over. They can fall over. Whee! That's its own goofy charm, this, isn't it? Anyway, let's leave you to it. Right, so hopefully they'll be happy enough, and look, they're going around to do it again. And so what I could do here, I could try to put another slope coming down from here, but that probably will encourage lots of queues. Already, actually, look, we've got a skier that's fell over. This guy's supposed to be able to do red slopes, but apparently... Look at them all. Oh no, you've got run over. Look at them all, just not giving a toss. Right, so it looks like we're going to have to start building some new buildings. Let's build a ski lodge. This will help them get back on their feet. I'll put it up here, rather than down below. There we go. They'll be built quite quickly, eventually. Although, as I say, because we are far away from the builder's lodge here, it will take a bit longer. So that will rescue people who fall over. We'll also need a few more things. We'll need a snow groomer hanger, which will keep the slopes nice and fresh and tasty. And we'll also need a mechanics workshop to keep the chairlifts in good working order. All these will need volunteers. And up here now, this has been built. So let's assign a couple of volunteers. We've got 9 to play with these days. The one final building that we do need to do is a research area, because that's gonna power so much of our upgrades. In fact, all of the upgrades. But we can't do anything just yet. But you can see there's things like increase the speed of ski tows or ski lifts or whatever, increase the gradient of potential ski lifts, and so on. So what we want to do really is head for the 4-person fixed grip chairlift, which will double our capacity, which is a very good thing early on. And queues aren't too bad at the moment. If we want to satisfy them, in fact, I'll do this. I'll give them a little kiosk. There we go. They can have a nice little bit of food, which will help their energy and food. If you look at the skiers, here they are, you can see how they all have different needs. Like the Snowstruck lover type like Blue Slope best, and their needs, they like the challenge, they need energy, and they need security. These first profiles that haven't, the ones that I've unlocked so far, they're all pretty much the beginner ones. Later on, as we develop our resort, we'll unlock new profiles, which will be harder to satisfy. Oh dear, suddenly the queue is a problem. Oh dear, never mind. I'll only assign one volunteer to the food kiosk because I don't think that many people will use it to start with. But it does suggest that we do need to start thinking about expanding. We also need to assign a volunteer to the research area. I'd actually like to get 2 volunteers in here, otherwise our research will take a while. But let's choose something to research. Let's go for the load responsive grip. In fact, and then we'll also queue up the lightweight pole attachment to speed things up. And then later on we'll do the chairlift. Right, okay, so we do need to work out where we're going to build a new ski lift now. So in this version of the game I found it difficult to edit existing slopes. It doesn't seem a very good idea to do that. We could get some pretty good red action going on here. I mean, a lot of the time the key is to like zigzag down the mountain, I've found. Possibly... we won't be able to get that high anyway with the ski lift. I reckon we've got some decent slope action going on here. I should point out, actually, I've started by building up this area, but there are actually a couple of other places I can build from as well, like here. I can easily just build there and the skiers will pop up there as well. I think on this map and a lot of maps there tends to be like 3 access points. There's another one down there. Oh, I zoomed out so much I can actually hear the wind howling in my ears, which is disconcerting. Anyway, let's do a slope that goes down here, I guess. We are about to finish the research. It'll go on to the next one, and that will help things out a little bit. Good. But now let's see what ski lift situation we can sort out. It's all very steep. I'm tempted to wait for more research before we do this, but... Oh, here we go! No, we can go here. Let's make it as far as possible. There we go. Lovely. That's actually a good slope, so that means we should hopefully be able to do something a bit more challenging. Let's get a bit closer. If we zigzag and try and make it not turn red, and not turn green either, but if we do a little bit of a zigzag... Oh god. Ooh. Let's bring it back a little bit. This is going to be a bit mixed, I think. Although if we go over here, it's helpful the way it does deform the terrain quite freely. Oh, here we go. We can go. You can go into the ski lift, which is very helpful. And to there. Now that's not the most perfect one in the world because there was quite a bit of variance. But let's get that going. I've been waiting so long, but it took so long for me to do that, and we've actually got loads of volunteers now. So the ski slope is still being built, but it does now mean that we will have to worry about... Oh, there's already a queue building up. Look at all the hard lads, the red lads, trying to take my challenge, and the blue lads. So you can see how the red and the blue lads, the level 3 and 2 respectively, are all coming over here now, whereas the beginners know this is where they need to be, in the land of long queues, apparently. You can see that my new slope has mostly blue, and it's automatically designated therefore as a blue one, perceived difficulty blue. But there is a bit of green and a bit of red in there. Less than ideal, but sod it. And meanwhile, we've got a new profile. We've unlocked enough greens of these skiers up here to actually unlock these ones over here. Which means if we go to... where it is? Here. And these are all the new profiles that we've got. You start off with like just regular blue, red and green lads, but then you get slightly more advanced ones. Like the regular, let's say the regular new fall and snow lads, all they require is like basic challenge, energy and security. But later on, well, like these other green lads down here, they like the green challenge, but they also need to worry about frequency of use, which I have no idea what that means, but shush. And so long as you satisfy as many people as you can, you'll get a high satisfaction rating, your resort reputation will go up, and everyone will be very happy indeed. And all that sort of stuff. That needs mechanic. They are attending to it, but it just does take a bit of a time. And this is the thing about this game, you will find that your queues build up incredibly quickly. I'm also going to assign a new volunteer to there. And you'll find queues happen throughout, and you just have to keep on ploughing on with the research and making things better. So I'm going to build a 4-person fixed grip chairlift so we can shift 4 people instead of 2. I'm also going to queue up all these other bits of research. And there's another load down here, which will allow you to build more facilities and everything, but we won't worry about those just yet. Now you'll notice the top left, we're starting to get a few more problems. Like there's quite a few skiers needing assistance. We've got like 8. So it is time now to build more ski patrol lodges. It's best to put a lot of these in, especially with the more difficult slopes where people will fall off all the time. We had one at the very top of here. Let's place one. It's a good idea to actually check some problem areas because you will find a few places do seem to attract more falls than others. I'm going to place one right down there, but I'm also going to do another one. Oop, wrong thing. Do another one or 2 maybe here. Let's have a look. Yeah, people just randomly falling over. Silly sods. So hopefully that skier waiting for assistance number will go down over time. It's actually down to 5 already, so that's okay. The problem queues will remain though. Luckily we have now, I think, researched what we were researching, the 4-person lift. Now I don't think you can upgrade existing ones, but if you try to replace them, which you can do, it's very easy to get problems with the slope here from actually connecting up. I find it a bit tricky to actually do it. As I think I said earlier, that editing can be a bit tricksy in this game, so I tend to just not. I just tend to plough on regardless with new slopes. So let's do a new one. Let's test out our 4-person thing. I reckon there's bound to be like a red slope we can build over there, so let's try. Let's see if we can actually do anything here. Possibly a bit too steep. Well, let's try. Maybe here. This may actually not be that tall. We may end up with just like a regular green one. But to be honest, if we do a good green one, I might just replace this entirely. It's not as if it's going to cost us any money. So let's see what we can actually get out of this one. I mean, it starts off with a bit of red, but that's possibly because the contours are a little worse than I expected. I think what we'll do, yeah, we'll stick to making another green one here. I like to try and finish these where I start them, just so they've got a loop and they can come back again. So yeah, I think what we'll do is either we'll run both of these green slopes, or I'll just end up deleting the first one, depending on what I can be bothered to do. Really, to be honest, I've already built quite a few of these like lodges and everything, so we may as well have 2 slopes. There's no shame in having 2 green slopes. It's just that we haven't got a red one yet, so we're not keeping the red lads as satisfied as I'd like. But already we're sorting things out. We've got over 300 skiers now. Our satisfaction is at 74%, which is good. Our resort reputation is pretty much stuck around 2. But look, with four seats in every chairlift, there's still a great big queue. But at least we've now split the green lads. This is the thing, the more capacity you add, the more people turn up. So you're almost always going to have great big queues. To be honest, when I've been playing this, the only time I saw queues start to deplete is when I started to develop like 10-person gondolas in the research, but that's not for a little bit of time yet. So I've been busy researching. I think I've done all these things now. So I've got to the anti-jolt springs, which gives people more energy. But it looks like I've got far enough now to unlock the specialisation. I can either do expanded ski area or optimised ski area. So I can have faster ski lifts, better increase of volunteer efficiency or whatever, and unlock buildings 12-seaters and 16-seater gondola lifts. Ooh, maybe I should do that. And previously I did the smaller one because I thought increased length and maximum gradient might be better, but this time, this playthrough, let's go for this and let's get some really big buggers. So these queues, hopefully we can blitz them for good. Building close, which one's that? Oh, that one. Excellent. Right, so the 16-person gondola is now done. So what I'll do is, I'm actually quite liking this slope up here. I'm tempted, this is that really good blue slope, this is a really good blue slope, this. What I'm tempted to do is replace, oh my god, this is massive. It's a big bugger. Is kind of like replace the ski. I'm actually not going to take this ski lift down, just so we don't have too many problems with it, but fortunately there's nowhere to put this damn thing now. Although we might be able to do this. Look, here we go. We can do a parallel one. Nice, and look at this area here is actually massive as well now. Right, I'm hoping that, oh god, we've slightly, hopefully they're not going to ski into the wall there, but I'm sure we'll be fine. So that's going to take ages to build. But yeah, most people hopefully start using this now. And we could also start designing a new, probably red slope as well, coming off this. Let's see. Oh, that's immediately, oh dear, it's immediately too hard. Yes, yes, yes. Ugh. Slope, look at my slope. So this is definitely a less than perfect red one. You can see how it goes towards, well, white and blue and green in the end, but I'm going to take it. It doesn't have to be perfect. The gondola is built, so let's assign 1,000,000 volunteers to all that. And from now on, that's going to absolutely swallow people up, 16 people at a time. They're still going to queue for there because they're idiots, but at least we've now got this wonderful area up here. What I'll probably also do is... Oh, there's a soup bar has now been developed. Excellent stuff. Is I'll make sure that they can get their energy back and possibly some warmth as well. If they're like hanging out and just waiting to go down. Sometimes the... depends on how many people are up here really, but... sometimes they'll just pretty much ignore it, but some people will. Like you're doing it, you need the energy. It might be a good idea also to put something just down here in the middle. You can plonk buildings down right in the middle here. In fact, hang on. I think there's a slight issue with yeah, because you can combine slopes. Unfortunately, it does seem that there's potential for collisions there, but shush. So let's bung in. I mean, you can put these actually on the. Here we go. Let's put that there. It looks like there's a few people falling over here as well. Look, it's less than ideal. I think the harder slopes tend to attract more fallers. Ooh, building closed. Which one's that? Oh, that one. I haven't actually done that yet. And also, it looks like there's a lot more people falling over now. So I think we might need to start building just generally more ski patrol lodges. Let's build one there as well. So yes, as the game goes on, you'll want to expand to these other access points, which, as I say, are open from the starter, and you can do whatever you want really. But first of all, you need to really make sure that you're satisfying your existing people, because we're down to 66% now. The people who aren't having a great time, bold adventurers and retired teachers, which I think are both really kind of tough lads. Let's have a look. Bold adventurers, black slopes. Retired teachers, black slopes. We are not keeping them happy, and also the red lads aren't particularly happy either. So we actually need to now think about making sure that our black slopes are up and running, which we haven't done yet. But in the meantime, look how many people there are. All the green people coming over here, all the red, the blues, and also the blacks coming over here. And we'll probably need some more like snow groomers and all sorts of things. We need more mechanics. And so it goes really. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to Randomise User to be notified when new stuff goes live. But all the latest and best new indie games around. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.